Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I am Razim, and we are doing some Planet Coaster now. But yeah, we were talking about the update for Power Wash, which actually I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up here because I'm curious. So they just teamed up with Tomb Raider and released that. They call it Midgar, but I'm not sure what this, like, it includes Hardy Daytona and Shinra Hall. Oh, yeah, I guess it is Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I saw the sword. I'm like, is that a Final Fantasy?
I was reading, like, Scorpion, and I'm like, oh, that's one of the Halo games, or Halo vehicles. But yeah, you're right, it is Final Fantasy. Interesting. I was trying to figure out how the Midgar related to Halo, but yeah, that's coming March 2nd. But anyways, back to what we were talking about with Starlight. I personally feel like it's a good end of chapter spot that we're at. However, I'm also not, beholden to that.
Okay.
Like, this is up to you and the story that you're telling, so.
Well, again, for me, I originally planned for for the chapter to end after you had reclaimed the village, if you reclaim the village, or at the very least reach some sort of a conclusion with that particular major arc. So we could call this like an arc, and then just have the chapter be like, the chapter, and then obviously the episodes are the episodes. But I'd like to have something that demonstrates like, hey, we've got an overarching thing going on here. So if we want to have this being a major arc, and then the chapters are just, obviously chapters within that arc, I'm fine with that. If not, then I'd rather leave chapter one as chapter one until we finalize this whole section.
Well, either way, I am all for it. Literally, whatever you want to do on that front, that is your decision. For me, it just kind of feels right, but I'm sure you also were expecting us to have, made it back to Starlight, or at least much closer than we are right now, before now.
I was expecting you all to be at least a little bit closer by now, but again, this is a game that I expect to be going long term. So the fact that you haven't made it back yet does not really worry me that much.
You introduced an overly cautious Dart.
Yeah. We got Dart, who's still coming into being a section. We got Amos, who's got a mysterious kind of goings on about him. We've got the others who all are still exploring their whole thing. They just know that they're kind of like the initial group. So there's still a lot of like mystery and exploration yet to go on here. I expect that the next section is probably going to take probably about 10, 15 to 20 episodes. Mostly because I have a couple of ideas on what to do with them. But ultimately, it'll still rely on you all to determine where you want to go. So you can immediately start preparing forces to take back the village. You could try setting up a way to sneak inside and causing a major disruption. You could instead explore some of the dungeons and see if you can find powerful artifacts to help you. You could focus on getting out of the region entirely and maybe finding somebody who can help. there's a lot of different things that you all can choose to do, and all of them would be legitimate. The only thing that would probably be the same is ultimately you all have to free Starlight, the town.
Or else we're gonna have to rebrand this entire campaign.
And that's exactly it. It's purely just a branding issue.
It's just like, we're just here chatting in the group, and we just have like, the mysterious nine tails in the sky being like, well, okay, Team Astronaut, what do we do next? Free Starlight. That sounds like a silly idea. We can't rebrand just yet. Rebrand? What are you? What is this voice talking about? Meanwhile, this is actually all just going inside Dart's head. He's having a fever dream.
Right.
And Jet's there just being like... Oh, is this what happens when, Jet just like accidentally like phases up like a paw through someone's head? They actually, it actually just breaks the fourth dimension for that person. Or breaks the fabric of reality, so they just perceive the true reality beyond.
Jeez.
Look, this is 4:18 a.m. Seda. Like, what'd you expect?
Not that.
And that was your first and final mistake. Soon, my evil plan will come to fruition, and the world will be overwhelmed with easily marketable Dart plushes.
I'm trying to get my dungeon draft updated.
You and your dart plushes.
Can you blame me?
Yes.
No. Well, Rygon might, but I can't.
Okay.
What? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying you can blame him. I just can't.
Okay, nature got updated.
I'll blame anyone and everyone as long as it's convenient.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I did not commit the murder. It was Rygon.
What? Your Honor, I did it. Whatever it is, I did it.
Hey, hold up. That wasn't the plan.
Wait, that's illegal.
Literally.
Whoops, I already downloaded that one.
But yeah, on the question at hand before we switched over, you were kind of asking, where do we see things going next?
Yes.
And honestly, I think that's the beauty of it, is that, like, it can go a lot of ways. Like, the wild card factor in all of this is that we left the house basically going into the middle of the night. Like, the sun is setting. We are basically going to, be running for maybe a few minutes, maybe a few hours. We might be running till the sun, rises again.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we effectively can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we could end up, for example, by stroke of luck at Oran Grove, or realize in the morning that we're heading either in the direction or in the wrong direction, decide to go to Oran Grove, We could, you know, we could be stumbled upon by a friendly or unfriendly NPC.
I kind of anticipate us winding up running into those Poochyena that we were told about.
I was going to say, yeah, we could potentially, run into Smoke. I mean, who, a character we know is out there. We could run into a completely new NPC, or I forget what was the innkeeper that you guys ran into before I joined.
The
one that kind of gave you like some basic training of sorts.
Yeah, I know the one you're referring to. I'm just trying to remember the name.
I'm sure I've got it written down somewhere. It was like Matt, something like that.
Yeah.
But, there was basically there's a very solid pool of known characters and a very solid pool of just, basically a seemingly endless pool of this character can be new. It could also just be no one. We could just be on our own in a new location. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say, where things go from here because it's
so open-ended.
Exactly. It's as open-ended as it has been since basically we left Starlight.
Yeah, and that's exactly the intention of the game. It's open-ended. You all can choose to do anything. About literally the only thing I ask is that you rescue Starlight. And that's purely, again, just a branding issue. If you all chose to never use Starlight again afterwards, that's fine.
Well, thankfully, I'm fairly certain that we are all on board with doing that.
Oh, 100%. Though, the evil corner of my mind, just like 2 years later, Raiko just like, please, just rescue Starlight, damn it.
Oh, what I can say is that if you don't, something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I don't want to find out what happens if we don't.
Classic the Impactic. Something will happen. Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Look at, add a character at the very worst. Must rescue Starlight so I could actually officially join the freaking guild.
Right.
Oh yeah, that too.
It's like, for all effective purpose, I'm still just kind of like just a taggle punk. It's like, Darden Ethan, the only non-guild... Actually, is Ethan just not... Ethan's not a part of the guild, right?
I don't think he was officially brought in.
Yeah. So it's like you just have like Dart and Ethan being like the two like non-guild members. It's like, obviously I know like practical purposes, like it's like, yeah, no, you're basically part of the group, but it's like, I want my badge. I want to stick the little badge on my scarf.
What a badge. There's that other crosshead.
Yeah, that is definitely something that I would love to get us back to Starlight, but we need to find allies.
Oh yeah, and
we can't do it alone.
Oh, absolutely. It'd be a very tough encounter. All things considered, like it'd just be, and it just I mean, the tunnel rats were basically difficult enough for us as is. You know,
Yeah, I tossed them in as a bit of a harder fight. One, let you all kind of experience a bit more of what you had to offer. Keep you all a little bit busy, because I know we haven't had a fight in a while. And to kind of show that y'all need more. They're piss ants. They're not Team Rocket or anything like that. They're just literally people who just like had a hole in the ground on the building over.
Yep, and like if we're nearly dying to them, then like
We're in trouble.
we need allies. We need allies that can, you know, help us really accomplish the goal of rescuing Starlight, because we're not gonna be able to do it on our own.
At first,
Yeah.
you think of them as a joke, but they were truly dangerous. Oh yeah, they're living over in the part of town that nobody else is really at. There's monsters. There's God knows what else, and they're surviving. Just got to say something. I think I updated all the crosshead stuff. I'm updating all my dungeon draft assets so that way I can be updated on that so I can create your next map.
Yay.
Yay. I got a transitional map in mind, but we'll see whether or not the chat decides to play nice and do the proper tips for it. If not, I guess I'll just have to save it for a rainy day.
No promises. You know what?
Manamana.
Do-do-do-dook. Do-do-do-dook. Dook dook doo 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 dook 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 doo 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 doo.
Okay, let's go ahead and accept. Create a new map. Let's see if it'll load it. If not, then that means it's broken. Oh, it crashed. Oh. That's unfortunate.
One thing's for sure, though. I'm excited for Saturday.
Yay.
But then again, I'm always excited for Poke Roll.
Yeah, I keep a short list, and suppose that there's ever a time where I don't have something set up. I've got plenty of assets and resources that I can utilize to quickly set something up in session. So like if like everybody chooses like, hey, we're just gonna wander off and hole in the ground. Let's look at this hole in the ground. I could be like, all right, let me set something up real quick and see if I can integrate it into the flow of the narrative. But generally, how I operate is I have ideas of how I want the session to run, and then I allow the session to kind of craft itself while I'm allowing those goals to be made. So, for example, I wanted everyone to have a bit more of a spotlight. I wanted everyone to have a bit more teamwork. The session itself could have gone in a few different ways, whether they stayed in the house, ran away, or whatever. But ultimately, I wanted to ensure that I met my goals of everybody was used, everybody felt useful, and we were able to meet those goals. I'm talking about the previous session.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
My roller coaster didn't make it.
Oh.
Oh no. Rest in peace, roller coaster. Okay, crosshead stuff has been updated. And it looks like it's actually going through. Yay! It'll just take a while to load it all because it's got a lot of new textures and assets. Oh, I think I remember you saying something, Zim, about I didn't have to worry about that one pack I wanted to get.
Yes. But that was back when, that was the, whatever you call it. The Christmas present for the storytellers. I was like, yeah, just hold off. You'll have the money soon. Because then I sent it to you and you had the money then.
Oh, I didn't know that's what it was supposed to be used for.
Well, I mean, it didn't have to be used for that. That's just...
Oh, shit.
You were at the...
Damn, I
at
wish I
the
had known.
Yeah, at the time you were saying that you didn't know if you could really afford it. And I'm like, well, just give it a little bit and that'll come through. And I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but yeah. Like, it didn't have to be used for that, so you're good.
Fair enough. Well, I appreciate it all the same. But I guess I'll just have to grab it then. I'll have to just buy it. Okay, good. It loaded up. That's a bonus. All right, let's see what the next one. FA. I'll have to go to bed in about a half hour. Ugh.
So yeah.
Rip.
So overall, what was that, sorry?
No, I'm just saying, rip. You have to go to bed.
No.
Can't afford to stay up until 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Got shit to do. And speaking of which, I'll be right back.
I just finished what I was doing.
Does that mean you're leaving too?
Very soon.
You sounded so excited about that. I'm not the only one that thought he sounded so excited about it, am I?
Well, sounded like normal. At least to me.
Alright, let's test this. Oh, wait, did the game freeze? Oh, it did. Why didn't anybody tell me?
I didn't realize it was frozen.
Okay. Well, it should be fixed now. Right, that also broke my PC face. Wait. Oh god.
Panic.
Yeah, things are breaking all over with that. Alright, we'll run Stream Raiders while I get that relaunched. Yeah, if I haven't done anything for a while and nothing is moving on the screen, probably a good chance. Or, like, if nothing is moving on the game screen, there's probably a good chance that it broke.
Noted.
Unless I've said that I've stepped away.
I just thought you were so involved in the conversation that I'm like,
What's up?
Oh, turns out that my game was frozen on the screen for a while.
Oh shit.
Nobody told me.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you're the only one here with an excuse.
I was doing art.
I have Dragon stream open on the side.
Me. Oh, dungeon draft assets I can spend money on. Yay!
By the way, everybody, don't forget to pick up the Stream Raider skins for me. It really helps out a lot. So we can unlock more, and it's financial support of the channel. It really helps out.
It does.
That's fair, Fru. Alright, well now that it's working, let's see this test. See if my roller coaster skills are actually good.
They're not good.
Oh.
They're the best.
Aww. Meow.
I agree.
Hey, it made it over the first loop.
Yay!
Oh god, the fear and nausea are off the charts.
I mean, that final turn there where you are rounding the corner at an outward angle that is going to be pulling you away from your seat would definitely up the terror.
So, test rate. Your ride exceeds G-force limits.
No shit.
Time to set some new limits.
3.8. 2. Ah, that one got updated. Oh. 6.
Okay, so nothing breaks the G-force. Or forward G-force. No problems with vertical. What about lateral?
Yeah, that final one definitely is a lateral.
Wait, I'm not seeing this stuff at all. Oh, previous run data. I see.
They added some new ones. See you later, Corbin. Have yourself a wonderful evening.
Good night, Corbin. Thanks
Take
for
care,
coming
Corbin.
by.
Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of prop with that last turn there.
Yeah.
Because that is a outward and upward.
Outward and upward and going all around.
I want to ride on it, honestly. That looks fun.
I do not want to ride on this one because I do not like loops.
I love loops.
I hate loops.
The more G, the better. Give me more.
Alright, turn Dad off for just a second.
Oh, their fear is super high right here. And basically the rest of the ride after the loop.
Can't imagine why.
2 to 12. 12 got updated.
All right. Well, we'll
6, 3, 4.
keep this part, I think. But yeah, Seda, I'm definitely with you on the whole loops and stuff, but I just don't care for coasters at all myself.
Adrenaline go burr. Give me
I
more.
have a fear of heights.
I do not envy you.
And yet I am
Those are not
6'6".
Go figure, right?
Ooh, how about a roll? Oh, those don't look fun.
Well, you have to
What
apply
the
opposite
hell
mentality.
are some of these?
No, Zim, you have to apply the opposite mentality. If it doesn't look fun for you, that means it's good.
Huh.
You know, you make a good point.
I know. I always make good points. I can also make amazing commas.
You are a comma.
I know, right? Such a mood. Sometimes the AI in strategy games is accidentally beautiful.
How you say that?
How do you defeat a heavily armed position full of supporting fire raining down artillery shells on you?
Good question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if you throw enough bodies at it, maybe that's the solution. But an even better one. What if you just ignore it? Just run past it? I mean,
You could.
normally I would have a way to sort of play against that, but I kind of can't. I am extremely limited in what I can or can't do. So I just didn't have a choice, and they just ran past it. I had this had this innately intensely prepared, very detailed defense line with layers, and they just went like, "No, I'll just go around it." I mean, it worked. Credit to them. They're like doing a borderline human move. They're just running straight for the objective. They don't care about anything else. I almost have to respect them.
But only almost.
Almost. I mean, look, to be entirely fair, anyone could win this because they're basically fighting someone who's like, I mean, I barely have an army. This is more like a police force. A heavily armed police force. So, you know, it's not like it takes a lot to defeat it. I'm pretty sure if you'd given me control of the enemy army, I would have beaten myself even quicker than they're beating me. But also, I mean, hey, respect to the AI for actually managing something. Yeah, it's gonna need a reload.
That's complete.
Ah, insufficient funds. That's why I can't complete this.
Insufficient
Okay.
funds. Please insert another quarter.
The excitement is building. It's moving up.
Okay.
And there they go. Meow. Your ride exceeds G-force limits.
I know I said more equals better, but like, you can't kill people, Zim.
Yeah.
Sadly. I mean, what? Sorry. What?
Alright, I think my initial hill is too tall. Also, I don't think I ever actually opened this.
Okay. It's been updated. Hmm.
You think your ride is too tall, or too big, or too scary? You're probably wrong. Your people are just whiny. SMH. Like, oh no, I snapped my neck with this ride. No, just get better, SMH. Skill issue.
Really?
Yes. Absolutely.
Hey, Fable music. My bot is definitely going to get copyright struck.
Oof.
Speaking of, I need to go take care of something real fast that I forgot about earlier.
Of course, this is all part of Zim's ploy to keep me awake longer.
Why?
Classic.
Because if he steps away to go do something, then I can't say goodnight. And if he never returns, then I'm stuck here forever.
As much as
Am
I
I-
really want to hang out with my friend more. No, I would not do that to you, Zeta.
Or would you?
I wouldn't. I value and respect you too much for that.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next session. I look forward to discussing more of the implications of what transpired because, holy moly,
Yeah.
you know, we just like were running away from the rainstorm. We found a nice little tree to go under, and you know, we had a few like little gusts of wind here and there, and then all of a sudden, just the storm clouds came in and just like blew everyone away.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, you all did say you wanted to rest and relax for a little bit, and then you said you were done with that. So I stepped back in.
It's just like you just like coasting the car for a little bit, and then you know it's like, okay, we're ready. Slams on gas.
Heck yeah.
Well, I definitely look forward to seeing how you all take this opportunity, what you're going to do with it. I've got several things in mind on how things can proceed forward based upon the items I've been steadily doling out. So, I'm curious. I do know what the next section is going to be, though. Although, granted, that does depend on whether or not you all choose to go to Oran Grove or not. If you choose not to go to Oran Grove, then I'll have to figure something else out, but right now my plan is that you all are eventually going to go end up there.
I second that plan.
And if you don't, you don't. It's not gonna wreck the story. It just means that we'll try something else out. We'll figure something out.
We're just going to have this interlude. Go on, Zim.
I was just going to say that I'm fairly certain that that is going to be what we do. Is Oran Grove.
And if we don't, the only other thing I could see is, you know, us just saying heck it, and we're going to have like a 6-episode beach arc where we're just going to have all the fan service.
We could.
My favorite. I really want to see Seda Reactor being near the beach. That'll be fun. Or dark.
Darky, darky.
Seda, no response?
I'm also enamored by your roller coaster. I'm like, does the roller coaster have to be so short?
I only have so much money.
Fair enough, because I feel like you could probably like bleed a little bit of energy and like prolong the excitement by adding like at least like one more loop before that final 2 turns. Because that upwards sharp left-hander is probably going to kill people and get you sued.
Is that not the point?
No, it's not the point, but that is
Aw.
why I am running tests before we actually do it.
Well, now I'm disappointed. And here I was so excited.
Yeah, you might lose a little bit of energy on that second loop, or on that first loop, or I guess the only loop. So it seems a little high, but
It's
I
a
could be wrong.
default loop. I'm looking to see what it winds up doing.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna fall back because of.
Yep, there it goes.
And the,
Yeah,
you can't like go. Your loop can't be higher than your first hill.
yeah, that's potential energy.
Alright. Actually, we'll just redo all of that and just edit the loop itself. Can we maybe lower it? Or make it smaller?
Damn.
There we go.
He's got 2 levels to this shit now. I could spend $70 to get the everything pack, or I could spend $150 to get the complete collection plus patron packs, which actually has assets in them, damn it, not just maps.
Hmm.
Like the maps I don't give a crap about, but I do want the assets.
Well, I made it smaller. Let's see how this works. On the plus side, we're getting more money coming in, so
We can make it bigger.
we can.
Some
But let's see if this works first.
Interesting.
The fear is right, the excitement's right, nausea's good, and it still didn't make it.
Yeah, just a tad bit smaller.
I can't make it any smaller.
Yeah, it's still too
Alright.
tall.
Can't you lower the stilts because like it's pretty high up?
Let me... I could make the starting part,
Actually, as a curiosity, do you guys have like one of those like little corkscrew loop-de-loops?
I do have
Oh, that was
corkscrews.
perfect.
I think a corkscrew there would be really good.
Alright.
I heard part of the
Roll.
horse curses and I feel like I'm gonna die.
Hardline or inline. I don't know what those are, what the difference is.
You're asking the wrong dart.
There. Like this?
Yes.
It's an inline. I dig it. I mean, a hardline is more extreme usually, but also
So now a
you
loop?
probably
I would say probably if you could do maybe a loop that turns up to the right.
That's too tall,
Oh, definitely.
but how's that? It's lower than the starting hill.
Yes. You might have bled too much energy off from that, but it's worth a test.
worth the
Put it
test.
like
I'll admit, yeah,
this.
Yes.
Pretty sure it's still a little too tall. At
Yeah, it might
least
just be.
given the distance.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is at that one spot where, like, it is, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, that is the smallest that I can make it.
Hmm. Yeah, the only, I mean, if that doesn't work, I might recommend a banked turn, or like basically just like a horizontal loop instead of a vertical one, and just have it like naturally,
Ooh.
since it's on a downward incline, just have it do like one loop and then the second one leads down towards where you're going, because the hill has a little bit of an incline downwards.
I do kind of like that idea. Alright, let's test this. There we go.
Ooh, first person.
Well, sort of, but... Shoo.
Alright, I got the packs.
It made it around the loop.
Good.
Alright. Nausea was good. But the fear and excitement are not good.
Too much fear?
Not enough.
Not enough. I mean, yeah. I think like. Like, where's the weak points?
Let's go to the heat map.
I mean, if I'm writing that, there's just not much happening.
Excitement is max through here, and then that loop kind of slows it down. And then the rest of it's just meh.
Mm.
Let's
Do you try
check
making it an... You know how you made it
here.
an inline roll? Try making it a hardline roll.
Yeah,
Good
that might
idea.
work.
And if you really want to be fancy, try adding instead an inline on the hill down from your first hill.
Yeah, we want fear to be at a score of 5.
Right
So
now
we're
it's at.
good through here. Then they get good fear through this part. Then they all... Oh, it becomes too much through the ending.
Yeah, I think like part of the problem there is that you are going down in that section, kind of unnecessarily. I think it's adding a lot of speed and a lot of G's there.
Alright, yeah, because you're going
Alright.
down and it doesn't like bleed off a lot of that speed, it just kind of continues it. You could try adding some sort of loop around there and see if that
Ooh,
will help
a
it
little loop
out.
at the end there would be really nice.
Just finish bleeding off all that speed.
Yeah, you can go down, but burn it with a loop. I like it.
Alright, let's see what loops we've got for this then.
I mean, it could be the same loop. You're going down.
Ooh, and this one will actually send them, point them almost directly to the end. Let's make it a little, let's make it smaller. And then... Now we'll go for an autocomplete. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, let's see how this works. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I agree. This is I think that's probably better than just the sharp corner. It bleeds the speed, adds the excitement, but doesn't make them feel like they're going to die.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to have like all the things
Let's not
for
to look at this.
Dungeon Draft.
Sweet.
Well,
I hope
cool.
you have fun with them.
Yeah, so who would like to help me make some maps?
I'd be happy to.
Yay.
I have dungeon drop myself.
I can give you all the assets.
Like asp.
Yes.
Good fear.
Or
good
you can, or you could make
excitement.
some. You can make some base assets, and I can modify them with my own stuff. Which might mean that eventually they might come across the board, and you'll be like, "Squee, that's mine. I made that."
Not enough excitement or fear, but nausea is still good.
There's
I mean,
still not enough excitement or fear.
I mean, you could probably make that loop a little bit bigger. It looks like it made it through just fine. With plenty of speed, so...
So excitement, of course, was dead going up the lift, but that's to be expected. Excitement's good through here. Apparently the excitement dropped off around here. So let's make this a little bigger. Then the fear was still too much through this part. That's where we ran into problems with the fear side of things. So let's turn off the heat map. And do the test. I love how they have actual, like, crash test dummies in the cars.
Mhm.
And also, Rygon, I'm going to throw to you my resume.
All right, what's your resume?
Whee!
Aerospace engineering.
Made it
Not
through
bad,
that.
not bad.
I feel like that last bit is just still too much.
I like that second one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to get together tomorrow and make some maps with me, I'd be more than happy to have you.
Yeah. Obviously, like, you can kind of just be like, hey, I just want a generic, like, insert this kind of scene. I can throw
Oh,
something together.
Yeah,
we are out of
because
money.
there's a few things that I need, which is some basic battle scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So like just basic maps that I can just whip out whenever I need to toss you all into a fight. Generic buildings, that sort of thing. Obviously, important locations I'll make myself so that way you are surprised as well. But the generic stuff I can always do with assistance on.
Yep. And also one more, because I have it in this folder here.
Oh, that's a lot of trees.
Yep. Spider Forest.
Ooh, Spider Forest.
Yeah, the storytelling with that one is if you just go along the path, you start seeing a bit more cobwebs, a bit more bodies.
Like you say, just a bit more cobwebs. Oh yeah, and a bit more bodies. It's like that seems like a big leap.
Yeah.
Nah. Probably not.
I think if I can just raise the height of this part a bit more, it should be good.
What's the issue with that one?
It's too much. Let's stop editing that and move this tree. Palm trees all well and good, but it's blocking the way of progress.
Do you not have any braking mechanisms for the coaster? Like, can you add a
I-
brake section?
Could put some in.
I think one is sort of like a right midway into the station might help.
I do plan to put one in like that.
Oh, it's 2:10. I better get to bed so I can get going tomorrow.
Night, Rygon.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Bye bye.
It's always great to see you.
Good to see you guys as well. And sorry everyone for the kind of lackluster stream at the end there while I was just getting stuff done. I was expecting to have the maps figured out beforehand, but then I had to go and get excited about things. So I will catch you all as well later, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're slowly going more and more in the hole. Alright, excitement and fear is good all throughout there. Doing good, doing good.
Only $151 right now. 160.
Still that last stretch. Can't quite get it right.
What's the problem? Too much excitement, too much fear?
Not enough.
put another loop in.
I
think
don't have
maybe a
enough
roll.
space for that. Huh?
You know the roll you have after the first tail?
Oh, like the little spiral?
If it's excitement, that there maybe.
Yeah.
I think what I should probably do is actually open it. It may not be perfect right now.
That'll make you
However,
money.
yeah, make me money and get it set up so that way later on I can edit it and fix it up.
Good idea.
But I do like the
Alternatively,
huh?
no, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, like later on when I can afford to, I could extend it out like under this bridge and then out into this area and do a bit more here. And like have
Good
a
plan.
banking roll or a banking turn up to go back up into here.
I mean, the one neat thing would be if you can unlock I forget what they're called. Like basic little rail boosters. So they just
I do have access
accelerate you.
to those.
Yeah, you could put those on the second half if you really want more speed, like under the bridge.
Yeah.
So I assume if you try to add more loops and fancy stuff on that kind of flat area, which would be a neat idea, you might need more speed, and they're like having a neat boost of speed under the bridge could give you that extra oomph.
Also, UC Do, hello there. No, I am not a bat. This is
For
the
now.
professor. For now. This is the professor. He is a species of my own creation called a Marcep. Though there was a little bit of bat influence on it. Just a tiny
And
bit.
And I've been too enamored with roller coaster construction. Everything you sleep.
Yes, that was part of why I wanted to stop working on it, is I know you need to go to sleep. So I definitely appreciate the input.
Yep. Looks fun, but good night.
Good night.
You'll keep
Thanks
being
for
awesome
coming
and cute.
by.
Ba-doop.
And now it's back to 2. I am currently looking at roller coaster terminology because I intuitively understand it since I've been in more than a few of them, but I also don't know the names. I half know some of the names.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I want to know names now. I must know names so I can give you, hey, put a top hat over there.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna know what these are.
I mean, they're named in the game, no?
True. True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and open this ride now. Cause I kinda need more money.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a neat little roller coaster. Most roller coasters don't tend to be big and fancy when a park just opens. It really takes a lot of money to build a big one.
Yeah.
Or like a... Yeah. I mean, usually you just want something good enough. If you want another, like, easy one to make, usually having just a very long banking spin. So, like, basically you create, instead of the spiral just going up and then down, you, at the top of the hill, turn relatively sharply and just do like a spiral down. Those are also usually pretty neat. Oh, did my internet die?
No?
I saw my ping spike up to 5,000 in the stream freeze.
Weird.
Yep. I mean, if you could hear me well, it was just probably laptop being laptop. But, Ooh. There's also another really, well, quote-unquote, easy roller coaster you can make, honestly. It's deceiving, but you don't even often need loops. If you make big hills, and then you put hills afterwards, you should basically they're like little humps. Those at the top have very strong moments of just zero gravity. Those are great. I don't know if the game properly registers them, but they're really cheap and easy, and they're great. I'm curious to see if it does, actually.
I want to go on incomplete coaster.
You might want to give it a name.
Actually, you know what? I'm okay with the name Incomplete Coaster for now.
Maybe just incomplete, not even coaster.
Incomp.
Incomp stands for a lot of things. The incompetence of management at the park. Nah, incomplete.
I mean, to be fair, the incompetence thing was the previous owner of the park who took out a $10,000 loan and apparently did jack all with it.
I was mostly referring to the fact that you're using me as an advisor for roller coaster. Therefore, you clearly can't be competent.
Ow.
Oh, I was meant as an insult to myself, not to you. It's the opposite. I mean, I guess technically I would be poking fun at both of us. Oh, if you get a lot of Q after the first loop, you can add a little brake run. Brake runs are how you add more trains to roller coasters.
Oh, yeah, I know. I do know about those. And, well, that queue is filling up fast. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm a roller coaster. Presumably you live in the middle, like this park is in the middle of nowhere. So, where else do you go in the middle of nowhere but a roller coaster? And I don't even mean that as a joke, like dead serious. I've heard about so many little parks in the middle of America. And they're like the only thing within 2-3 counties. So people just be like, huh, I have nothing to do, I guess I'll just go to the local park. Here, have a $20 entrance. No, give me my roller coaster.
Yeah.
What is the giant tunnel of death? That's terrifying.
You mean this over here?
No, the entrance to the park, I think.
Yeah, this is the entrance to the park. Well, technically, this is... So, presumably, somewhere on the other end of this tunnel, they park. And then they walk all the way across this giant-ass bridge. And this is the actual entrance to the park. Like, jeez.
Yeah, that... Maybe I'm just spoiled, but I feel like I shouldn't have to walk a marathon to enter a park at Park that, you know?
I know, right?
Although, honestly, sometimes if you park really far from the entrance, you basically have to walk a marathon. They have, for some of the larger parks with massive parking lots, if they don't have little, like, trolleys or buses to get you around. Sometimes they'll just have these like roving golf carts, basically. They'll be like, "Oh, you parked really far. Get in the cart. We'll take you to the park." Because yeah, parking is a thing. It's not fun. Oh, honestly, the queue is going pretty quick. Not bad.
Yeah, it is.
You definitely seem to have way more queue at the prop tower.
Yeah, I need to fix that. I also need to figure out how I'm going to set up the priority pass on this queue, because the queue here was pre-built. Like when I got this park, I had the station here and all these paths were already built. But we do have the option of priority pass for people to get in faster.
Are you gonna need to build a separate path for it?
I basically just attach it to the existing queue, like so. So like this is the entrance. So like they enter the queue here, and then they've got the priority pass queue, which is attached to it.
I see.
Oh crap, everybody just got ejected. Why?
You just disappear. Oh. I think you made that the priority queue.
No, the priority queue is over here.
Well, just because like you don't have a pathway to it for now.
No,
Or do you
that
just-
is the exit queue. That's the exit over there.
Well, that's a future reference. Trying to build an incomplete priority pass. Expels the demons. I mean, the tourists from your park. As a tourist, I get to make fun of tourists. They mildly suck.
There. It's connected.
Hey, just mind the pole. Oh, the pole disappeared. That's nice. Clearly, that won't affect the structural integrity of the roller coaster if you just disappear one of its support beams.
Don't question it. It's fine.
That is an amazing. He's like, hey, let me climb up the stairs, trips on a rock. Alright, I got out from the rock. Bangs my head against the rock. Oh dear. Honestly, I do not envy the job of freaking theme park designers. It's such a nightmare logistically.
Just a lot.
Well, yeah, it's like, hey, management, I would like to do this. Okay, cool, but we can't close the park. So all the construction you're gonna do, all the renovations, all the little modifications, everything has to be planned for in advance, and you have to do it while we're under operation. At best, you have nighttime. But that costs extra, so please don't. Oh, cool, thank you. Yeah, look, the only theme parks that tend to really operate at night, like with construction, tend to be those with money, because, well, it's expensive. Guys, as far as I understand. Like, that's what you'll see, like, Disney builds at night to avoid people seeing its construction. Or, like, Universal will build at night if it wants to keep something secret. Although, I mean, it's not secret that they're building something. It's just what specifically they're building. Because, yeah.
But yeah, basically the way the priority pass works is they enter, And then they wait with all of the common folk until they get to the priority pass lane entrance, at which point they go up along the priority line to the end, and then they're over here instead of down there, waiting with everybody else along the line.
That makes sense.
But now we need to actually get and place an information booth, because that's how you actually
Boy one.
sell the priority passes.
Hmm. How much do you charge for your entrance?
I have no idea.
Interesting. Oh, are there wind turbines in this game?
Probably. Okay,
That's why
there
other
is
people hate
no
this game.
fee for entering the park. I'm
Ah,
gonna increase that.
yeah, that sounds like a winning strategy, especially when you've taken out a $10,000 loan and got to turn a profit.
We'll make it $5 to enter and $3 for kids. However, we are doing a like they have to pay for each ride that they go on.
Oh, I see. I thought it was just like ride free, but enter paid.
No.
Hmm.
Yay, information kiosk.
Hey. Now you can start gouging people for money. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, you see that super long queue for this ride? Well, you can skip the queue with 6 easy payments of $200.
You? More like cue your wallet sound. Haha.
Better yet, just give us your credit cards. You know?
I feel like sometimes that's what theme parks bank on. Just like, if they don't look at the prices, when they pay, they'll already be in front of the line. They're not gonna not pay, you know? Oh, you wanted to eat at this restaurant in the theme park. Cool. You did this massive queue. Yeah, you're over here. You're gonna order food. You won't mind that our burgers are like $30 for a little cheeseburger. Right? Yeah, thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day. Oh shit, do you know how sometimes they can be so insane? Like, okay, you buy a drink, right? Like, you buy the cup for drink.
Mm-hmm.
You have the soda machine. You can just get refills, right?
Yeah.
They devised a system where the cups that they give you have chips on the bottom. And the machine, when it detects those chips, it's only then that you can press like the soda machine. It'll actually dispense the soda. But since it registered the chip on that cup, it knows you already used that cup, so it won't give you refills. Yep.
Capitalism.
You thought you could get free refills? Haha. To a certain extent, I almost understand it. But also, like, bruh. The other thing I still don't understand is water bottles at the park. A lot of them have, like, just water fountains you can just drink from. They're fine. And then you go to, like, a little, like, kiosk or a little, like, stand that sells things, and it's like, hey, water? $3.
Well, yeah, but it's
Not a-
water wherever you want it.
Yeah, but you can just drink from the water fountain.
Water fountains are unsanitary.
I've heard that before. Hey, I drank from it and I didn't die, therefore it's fine.
I mean, they are legitimately unsanitary.
I know. Then again, it depends on the water fountain, actually, to be fair. Because some of them are actually designed, like, well. And they're fine. And some are even better, and they're designed so that you put your water bottle below it, and it dispenses water into the water bottle.
Oh,
And
I
people's mouths don't
love
touch it.
those one.
Yes. They're great. I love them. Wish we would have more of them. I don't know why we don't.
They're expensive.
Fucking worth the cost.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree, but
Building a theme park, you're already spending a bunch on the plumbing and everything. You know, you can spend a couple extra bucks on it, please. No, they don't have to wait for the person wiping it to come around and then feel comfortable doing it. Or be dying of thirst.
it really all depends on the company, and well, corporations try to avoid paying any money whatsoever. They don't want to pay money. They don't care about you. They care about your wallet. And if you're not complaining, well, they love it when you don't complain.
I see how it is too. You only care about my wallet, I understand.
I am not a corporation, thank you very much. And that is
Corporation TF.
quite the hell of an insult.
Just Corporation TF1.
Ew.
Become Apple. Maybe that'll be capitalism's next, like, fashion. Just TFing you into companies.
Yeah, I have
TF
not. I'm
Corp.
not sure I have heard of a faster turnoff.
I know, right? But honestly, Chris also makes a good point. ZGF Corp. That's what we can. That's what we can call our mercenary company in Baratrauma. I know we're supposed to be like a scout sub or a transporter, but now we're basically a mercenary company in Baratrauma, and we can be ZGF Corp.
Okay then.
Hmm. I'm gonna place it closer to the beginning of the queue.
I can't place it on a corner. Or on a
Ah.
hill.
Game is weird. You can place everything on hills, but you can place it on a hill. I mean, I guess everything is built on support. Why is everything built on supports? Like, just put the pave on the hill.
Well,
I
right
guess
now
this
it's because they are above the, like,
Yeah,
let's
because
see.
you're building everything above the ground, slightly.
Well, that's because the path can't go up and down this hill easily.
Hmm. Fair.
What do you mean no objects researched? I just got the information kiosk. What the
You should
bullshit are you pulling?
have you unpaused since you did it?
Good point.
Yeah, maybe that whatever stands for a tick there. Go by and then
Oh, I don't have any existing design, any blueprints for it.
Hmm.
Hmm. And what exactly do I have to research for it?
Before you have to research blueprints,
I think so.
research for blueprints. Oh no.
Wait, why is this closed? Open up. No wonder we're getting too many customers to the one place to the other ones, because apparently the other two were closed. This game. Or rather, this freaking previous owner.
Hmm. Never mind. There are certain scenarios that block information kiosks. You might want to make sure that you do have it.
Oh, I do. I did verify that
Other-
much.
Otherwise, the answer I found for this problem is somebody just kept researching and eventually it showed up. But also, apparently, they were fine with it because information kiosks bleed money until you actually have a decent part going.
Oh, they do?
At least for their park. Not sure. I would love to actually test this game. Haven't I ever bought this game? I bought Planet Zoo and I haven't bought this. Alright.
Edit building. Delete that. And information booth that is not wanting to fit inside there for some reason. Why are you trying to place on top of the building? There.
I love the recommendations for this game. I'm just like looking to try to find that, and someone is like, if the line in a coaster is full, increase price by $1 and look again a bit later. If your line is empty, decrease prices by $2 and look again a bit later. Repeat until satisfied. Okay, that's a fair advice. Research ATNs and get them around.
Yeah, I do have those. And I was planning to put some around.
Hmm. Can you make individual buildings?
What do you mean?
People are saying that you either, like, for blueprints, you either have to create a blueprint, so you create your own building, uh, or you go to the workshop. I don't know
Um,
for sure how buildings are supposed to work. Hmm?
that sounds right to me. That you have to, build your own or go to the workshop for something someone else made.
I think for if you haven't figured out how to place the information kiosk, you might have to create a blueprint for it. Like I don't know how the
Oh, I
thing
already,
works, but
I already got it.
okay, then you're good. I'm
Yeah.
curious to see if the priority passes make money.
Why?
Bro. Ole. Or if you're really trying to imitate Mexicans, just go goal for like 5 minutes straight. Followed by an advertisement.
You what?
If you want to imitate Latin Americans, just go goal for 5 minutes straight, like yelling it like in a sports ball game. And then followed it up by an advertisement.
Ah.
It's the one thing I've always loved about football. It's like dude scores a massive victory for a team by like just the critical goal at the right moment. And the announcer's excited and just goes like, "Go!" for like 5 minutes straight, and then it's like, "Coca-Cola, Pepsi, go!"
Oh,
It's like,
hey! We completed 2 of our objectives.
hey, what's the third one?
Well, we got 2 stars, and the last one is pay off all loans and reach a monthly profit of $4,000.
Your monthly profit currently.
Monthly profit 2,875.
I think you're good. That shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
There's already people going to the priority pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently scenery rating is great to drive up prices.
Yes, yes it is.
The battle is ready to begin. 60 units are placed on the battlefield. Actually, we talked about the worst kind of TF, right? What's the best kind of TF?
That is entirely up to personal preference.
Oh yeah. So what if I ask you?
Probably feral TF for me. The best kind of TF, yes. Oh, so you like corporate TF? I see, Chrisoffs. I see. Betrayed.
This is the part where I clip it and I hold it against Chrysalis forever. I won't. For a price. Harrison, I'm not beyond extorting your mods. Rubs hands. Yeah, honestly, kind of agree. Feral is great. totally not biased.
Well, for me, I also like Hypno, so it's kind of a
Ah.
combination of the two.
Bit of both then.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because obviously we're on the same boat. Hashtag feral gang. Let's go.
All right, chicken. Give me egg.
No.
Give egg.
What if I don't lay eggs?
We can fix that.
Wow. One second, I need to Google something.
Really, people? You still don't think the priority pass is worth it? It's $10. That's it.
Yeah, that's kind of what people were saying, that unless you have a massive park and in really, really, really good attractions, it's basically not worth it. I want to lower it further still.
$10 is the default.
Well. But it making money, we gotta change.
Alright, we'll make it $5.
But yeah, you made me question my sanity for a brief moment. I went like, can roosters lay eggs? No, right? Okay, good. I don't have to reevaluate my life choices. It's not an accidental click exit to main menu. It's too relatable.
Yeah, it was close.
When I was playing Project Wingman, I paused it for a moment to like tab back into one of the chats because I wanted to comment something, and the game doesn't have checkpoints in the missions. Like you have to complete the whole mission apparently, at least from what the game said in the intro. And since when I was alt tabbing, I moved the mouse and I accidentally hovered over the exit to main menu. And I was like, "Ooh, no, please, I'm almost done with this mission." It took so long to complete it. Tension. Although, honestly, games that don't have checkpoints are rough. Sometimes I just want to chill.
Yeah.
Why does that look like a giant toothbrush?
Oh.
Sorry, it's completely separate. It just, I see it and I just think of a weird. Oh, not even a toothbrush, actually, just a brush. It's kind of wacky. I like it. But yeah, I was having issues with this with Ace Combat 7, where like it took so long in between some of his checkpoints that like, oh, I died? Oh, you have to basically redo the entire mission. Good luck. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, I've had a few games like that.
And especially because for that game series, it's meant to be very casual. Not really meant to be the Dark Souls of aircraft or something. It's literally like, hey, you're piloting a plane, but you have 200 missiles in your plane, which can normally only carry like 10. Anyway, go ham.
Anyways, have fun!
Pretty much. It is very fun though. And I enjoy going new. Speed is the name of the game. Oh, I want to play in VR someday. I feel like it'd be fun. Super disorienting.
Just a lot, yeah.
I mean, it's weird, right? Because if you ever play one of those games, like they normally have like a third person playing view, which helps a lot with getting disoriented because like you don't often, because you can usually just turn the camera and see the ground, and when you see the ground, everything just reorients itself. And I feel like VR would be simultaneously more natural because like you can just turn your head to look around. You don't have to try to finagle with the camera while in the cockpit and then get lost and crash because you didn't know your plane was pointing down. You just look up and like you're obviously looking up. If you see the sky, you're headed in the right direction. If you see the ground, probably fix it or at least turn yourself upright. It's weird because like playing in cockpit view is simultaneously very disorienting, at least to me, but also when I get lost, it literally is sometimes how I try to reorient myself. I'll just jump in and I'm like, okay, look up. What am I looking at? Am I looking at the ground? I'm upside down. I probably shouldn't be upside down. Maybe.
What are you even on about now?
Planes and cockpits, if you look up, you shouldn't see the ground. That's the easy part.
You know, I don't feel like people could walk under this, but it let me place it over the path anyways.
I mean, you're talking to the hive mind people, they might just like a hive mind duck under it, or hive mind phase through it.
Touché.
They have kids, so the kids just walk forward under it and they just bonk their heads against it. Maybe that is the weakness of the hive mind people. Just place low bars in front of them and just have them be taller than kids but shorter than adults.
Ah, right. This is where they are.
Question actually. What was your first like big moment while streaming that you still remember?
First big moment?
Yeah, like some sort of moment where like after you started streaming that you went like, whoa. Just a memorable occasion.
The thing that comes to mind would probably be, or the first thing that comes to my mind would probably be Toshime donating $1,000. It was my 5-year anniversary stream, and it was like, wait, what?
This is in processing that MP3.
Yeah, I could not understand somebody thinking I was worth that much. Like, at all.
Yeah, you kind of aren't.
You're
worth
right.
way more.
Put up or shut up.
I mean, if I had it, I would. Okay.
I'm just saying, put up or shut up.
You can't even say that. I'm the second highest cheerer of the month.
Yeah, but that's not $1,000 worth of cheering.
Yet.
Put up or shut up.
Well, look at it this way. I'm granting you my time, which is valuable. My time is more valuable to me than the money I have, namely because I don't earn money at the moment, but soon PM.
Fair point.
I did definitely have to say, like, I have thought about it, and it's kind of like, if I had just unlimited money, right? Would you rather have someone donate to you like one big donation or consistent donations? Like, would you rather have them donate, I don't know, like $400 in 1 month? Or would you rather have them donate $100 every week?
Kind of depends on the situation. In general, I would say over time. However, you know, if my computer dies, if one of my computers dies, I could probably prefer more all at once.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
But that would be an emergency situation.
Right. Hmm. Interesting. What is this ride? So weird.
I don't know. I just kind of was like, yeah, this looks good.
I see. You're an action park planner.
Okay, we're getting customers on, so there's that.
But have you ever heard of Action Park?
No.
It is the theme park that you should strive to be. It is incredible. Like, okay, imagine being an amusement park, right? And you decide, hey, I want to make like cool attractions, right? Who would you hire to make your attractions? Executives or engineers?
Engineers.
Like, you have to hire engineers. You already have executives. So what if you just don't? I think I've mentioned it before, but just to put it into perspective, imagine a water slide with a loop at the end. Like just a roller coaster style vertical loop.
Why?
Clearly, it's cool, right? They had a lot of broken noses.
Oh.
They also had to add a hatch at the end because sometimes people would get stuck at top of the thing. And the thing was like fully enclosed. So like if you got stuck, you couldn't notify someone that you got stuck. Yeah, that was one of the rides.
God, getting stuck in something like that would be terrifying.
Yes, because you have the running water and it's completely dark. No. I do not like water slides myself.
I don't like fully enclosed ones.
Exactly.
But I also don't like open ones because there was one that I went down. Also, you can see the operation of this ride now.
I'm looking at it and I'm mildly concerned. Like, I'm sure there's something like this somewhere, but like I probably wouldn't want to ride on this. It looks kind of terrifying, actually.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah, water slide.
I guess it
P1
just
tunnels.
raises up, spins around, and then lowers down.
Yeah, it just looks like a weird spinning carousel that just gets raised up and down.
Yeah. Also, fine, you guys don't like this, then we'll increase the price.
Okay. Here are some of the other cool attractions that park has, because clearly it isn't enough to have that. They had a big like hill that you could essentially slide down. I'm pretty sure it was a water hill. In little like tubes, and you could control it with a lever, and the speeds were too slow or too fast. There was a small problem. Basically, if you fell off the cart or it veered off sideways and you fell off, hitting yourself on that hill was basically like hitting concrete.
Ah!
Yeah. One person died on that. Not from hitting themselves, they just accidentally hit their head on a rock while they fell off. So they placed hay bales around the thing to prevent people from falling out. They had a wave pool. Fine, that's fairly normal. They just cranked up the waves really hard, and it was very deep at one of the ends. And most of their lifeguards were teenagers. And they sold drinks at the park. So, you can imagine how well that went.
Yeah. Not at all well.
They had a gorgeous kayak attraction, which had big spinning fans underneath. It's fine. Until one of the guests touched a live wire. Because, you know, the kayak flipped over.
Ah.
Yeah. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, they had a bunch of bumper cars. But because everything has to go wrong in this park, they often leaked oil, and they were often too small for the guests. So the guests would often suffer fractures or injuries because the cars would bump into each other, and you know, you have a leg dangling out of one of them. And it's also covered in oil, don't forget that. Gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very delightful. And the park had 5 to 10 ER visits on the busiest days, and they ended up buying an ambulance. Just to like, hey, we'll donate to you an ambulance. Please don't sue us, park, or town.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They did end up closing a few of them just because they had a lot of settlements. Not enough to like keep the park down. So it's actually apparently pretty busy. I think it was the founder. One of the people who was important at the park got charged with insurance fraud.
Because of course.
Yeah. What else? What else do you expect? And what ended up killing them was rising insurance premiums and declining, you know, interest, because there was kind of a recession at that time. So they ended up kind of getting screwed over a little bit. But yeah, it's one of those things that's just like, it took them so long to actually just get screwed over by all of their issues. Like it took 2 people dying in that park before there were a lot of issues.
There always are. I mean, corporations are all about greed.
See, I don't even know if in this case it was particularly great. I feel like in this case it was just like the person who was like the people at the head of the park who actually really wanted to make a park. They just had no idea what they were doing. And they refused to listen to engineers who were like, please do not put a loop at the end of your water slides. That's a bad idea. No. Okay, fine. Don't ask me for advice then. Oh, you fired me. Okay, good luck. Or like, hey, we want to make a wave pool. Let's make it massive. Well, sorry, that comes with issues because like you need to include safety and reliability, and you're gonna need to have lifeguards on staff, and you're gonna need to have a lot of them. And I'm fired. Okay. Well, I tried. I mean, then again, it also falls down to a bit of greed because, well, they did hire teenagers, and they sold them drinks, and that went about as well as you expect. It's a weird, very weird story. But yeah, anyway, that's what you should make your park be like. Just become a lawsuit. A living, breathing lawsuit.
I would rather not.
There's nothing wrong with your park attracting lawsuits more than a lamp attracts moths. You're just gonna have to pay a lot of money. It's entirely fine. So somebody raised an excellent point. Not on chat, just like aside. One of the worst TFs would probably be Volt or Electrode.
Oh yeah, those are. I've seen some things like that, and I'm like, no. That body horror, not for me. Thanks.
Not even just that, like even if it's fine, just imagine becoming a Pokemon and you'd like try to use a move and just explode.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that more than anything. Honestly, I know there are people who like it, so I don't criticize or judge too much. It almost suck to just
You're literally sitting here criticizing them.
I'm not criticizing that aspect. What I'm criticizing is it must suck to just TF and then immediately I want to use a move. Explodes. I got a cool new body. Let me see what it can do. Faints due to explosion.
Well, that is also something to consider. It is only fainting, not actually dying.
Ooh, but I can't imagine
Technically.
it feels nice. Like, I'm pretty sure that it hurt. Probably. And if it didn't, you'd have an amazing demolitions job. Just imagine, right? Like you work for a demolitions company, you're in like a vault or an electrode, and your job is to go there, use explosion, faint for a couple hours, wake up, and do it again. And it doesn't hurt. It just like it doesn't feel like anything. You just go there, use your move, and you faint. So you're conscious for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes of your workday, and then you leave and you get paid for 8 hours of work.
I could see that being nice.
Yeah. And that's of course assuming it doesn't hurt and you can find a profitable use for it, but hey. I see Kristav's gets me. He's a little mowing at this.
I like to imagine that Chris Ovs isn't actually getting it, but just lamowing, because it's kind of like his version of saying his name, you know, because he's an Eevee.
Oh, yeah. Instead of Bui, you just have Lamau. Protect. He says that all too.
Love you, Chris Ovs.
What you need to do is join the voice chat and cack in the voice chat.
Yes, yes, you do.
Also, we need to run that alien isolation stream. I'm gonna yeet you into VC. You said yes to it in the past. I'm holding you accountable. I don't honestly even know if my computer can afford to stream and at the same time, but I'm willing to give it a try. Your first mod?
Huh?
Who was your first mod, if anyone?
A nearer rear. He is still a mod. I have removed some other moderators over the years, but Anir is kind of grandfathered in. He doesn't come by often anymore, but you know. What do you mean there's no entrance?
I'm sorry, Chriselle's killed me.
That's pretty good, Chris Offs.
The Lamau mod. I dig it. Or alternatively, Lamauion, the new Eevee evolution. Oh no. I know what Christoph's actual Pokemon form is.
Oh?
Echoion. I'm sorry, I'm also at 5 AM brain mode here. Was it
I
hard
am
for you to trust it?
I am mostly at intense focus brain.
That's fair. My job here is to try to distract you, so I'll take it. Was it hard? Was it hard for you to trust the first moderator you ever had on channel?
Not really. Well, like Anir, he was here every day for the longest time. And it was kind of like many of my moderators where I'm just like, congrats, you mod now.
This is not a choice. You are my mod. If you ever
You
got
are
a really
being you are being recruited. Do not resist.
yes. If you ever got big enough, what do you pay your mods?
Yes. If I get to a point where I am financially stable enough, I would absolutely pay my mods.
Alright, Crystals, you have a job prospect. I feel like that should almost be a career. Just like professional Twitch moderators. Just like, hey, yeah,
I believe
look,
it
I've modded
actually is.
I mean, I think the only person I know that pays the mods is, was it Ninja?
I
excuse
don't
me.
know about Ninja, but
I know it's one of the big YouTube streamers that I think are cringe. Or cringy.
I do know that I plan to at least start giving my moderators subscriptions. You know, at least pay for their subscription so they can use my emotes and stuff. I'm just grateful that so far, Chris Hobbs has been getting gift subs from everybody else. Makes it easier on me.
True. When you give gift subs, do you have to pay?
I have to pay. I will say when I get to partners do get permanent free subscriptions that they can give out.
Ooh. That's fun.
They have a limited amount of those, but they're meant for them to give those to their mods. But yeah, I have to pay the same amount as everybody else for gift subs. Honestly, one of the reasons I don't really want to... Like, I want to give those subs, but for me it's also like, and I'm going to be shown on the leaderboard, and it's going to show me as a sub gifter on my own channel, and that just feels weird to me. If I could just not be shown, I would absolutely give out those gift subs.
I feel like, depending... I mean, okay, to be fair, I know it can be a little bit of a complicated thing, but I sometimes feel like Twitch should definitely add in a function for, like, moderators, or at least a certain one or two moderators for smaller channels, if anything, to just these moderators that at the very least don't see ads.
Yeah.
Because yeah, Chris, that's honestly the main thing. Like, I know the emotes are nice, but definitely what bugs me the most is the ads. It's like, hey, I'm watching this cool thing. Ad. Thank you, cool. And then you're there like, Chrisovs, can you give Rygon a shout out? And Chrisovs is just sitting there like, great, Shadow Legends, haha, funny. Because yeah, that happened for a little bit to me when I ran out of a sub and I didn't renew it. Yeah, it happened with Rygon. He literally was like, "Hey, Gabe Gap can add." But you know, even then, that would also just be kind of a bit of a mess to implement, because I can definitely see things like, "Hey, okay, so you can't give out too many subs." Or you can only give out a certain amount of them, or you can only register a certain amount of mods to like be under that, etc. But even then, honestly, something would be better than nothing.
I agree. Alright, looks like our priority pass is getting more people interested now. Of course, it helps that they get higher priority than the regular queue people.
It's not what helps, it is the thing that sells.
Fair. Well, I mean, like, they get higher priority than, because by default, they each get equal priority.
Mm-hmm. So if they're both at the front of the line, oh wait, no, if there's like 10 people in queue at the priority pass, and there's like 50 people, the 10 people go in front of all of them?
Yes.
Oh.
Whereas otherwise, the default, I think, is, okay, we take one from priority pass, one from regular, one from priority, one from regular.
Yeah. Yeah, if you did that IRL, I'd probably want to spit on you, but honestly, in this game, I respect it. You gotta
Wait.
go for the hustle here.
Oh no, that's the default. Is one from one from the other, one from the.
No, yeah, like that's the fair one. It's just like if you change it over to like, nah, you get here, you pay money, you go to the front of the line. I would fuck them. I would be so angry. Especially because in popular attractions, like the only way you would ever get on is priority pass. But I mean, hey, here we want to make money. Here we are the company. Therefore, heck yeah, good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a question. So, assume you're not a streamer, because I know for you, like, the answer just because you're a streamer would be different. Like, just hypothetically, you have a 9 to 5 job and it's enough to sustain you. I know, impossible in this economy, but hypotheticals. Would you rather never be able to use headphones or never be able to use a microphone?
As a streamer?
Give me an answer, both as a streamer and if streaming wasn't your job. It's still the same online activities, you just don't stream. Or at least don't rely on it for a job.
Well, for a streamer, you have to have a mic.
Yeah.
As for as a, not a streamer, I would probably say no mic.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because that's kind of the easiest way to go.
I mean, it can still depend. Like, if you do live alone, it's a little bit of an easier thing to take. But also, yeah, it could suck so much. Microphone is so useful to just communicate with others online, because no microphone sucks if you want to voice chat. No headphone is also so brutal.
Yeah.
Pain.
Now, when are we going to get Krisov's on voice?
Well, Christovs, get on voice, come on. You're welcome here. I'll speak Spanish to you and you can speak Portuguese. And Zip can speak English. And together we'll form the unholy trinity. America. Will be South America. I'm sorry, Zim. You're now South American.
I see.
South American, yeah. Sorry, my brain is so cursed right now.
I've noticed.
Also true though, what Christoph is saying, the headphones are also do be important because otherwise your computer audio just gets picked up by the mic. For streamers it really is just a no-win situation. Both headphones and microphone. Ooh. But yeah, Christoph, come on, join the voice. This is peer pressure.
I would love to hang out with you, Krisovs.
things in
Oh
his life. So
god,
he
it
just-
must suck for those people. Yay, we waited in line for so long and now we get on the ride. Oh, it's closed.
Did I tell you when I went to freaking Universal and the ride broke down when we were on it?
Yeah, you've told me about that.
Yeah. I feel like the only thing that sucks more is when you're in queue and it breaks down. You don't even get a little bit of a roller coaster. You don't even get the story to tell. You just get like, I waited in queue for 2 hours and it broke down. Fun. Ah, 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 ah. And I hate it because it's not even anyone's fault. It's not the park's fault. It probably closed down for a good reason. Like, yeah, those things break down. It's actually, it's uncommon, but it's not like out of the norm for it to happen. The fact that they closed it is usually good news because it means they're doing what they should. But goodness, it's still so tilting. But no, Kristoff, stop being lazy. Join us in voice. Yeah. I'll make you mod on my channel if you join voice. This is an offer you can't refuse.
Here we go.
Ooh, I like this. My favorite roller coasters is one of those, except it's just absolutely insane. It feels like it's gonna fling you off the roller coaster in the best possible way. It's a beautiful moment of holy shit, I'm dead. Wait, no, I'm still on the roller coaster.
Alright.
Honest.
We want...
But honestly, Sim, you gotta be honest with yourselves, okay?
About...
You don't just want to hang out with Kristoffs. You want to tease him in voice.
No, I just want to hang out.
Us. Very sus. Yes, there we go. Alright, alright. We got us a word. Gonna leave it for another time. No problem.
Razor was
Oh.
originally, Growlithe.
Right. I forgot. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. What about an Eevee partner?
Oh, I'd be happy with an Eevee partner, too.
Well, there you go, Kristoffs. You can't have your dog over ink. Gosh. That would be a terrifying team to fight. Growlithe, Rockruff, and Eevee. How do you fight them? How do you bring yourself to cause them any harm?
You don't.
Exactly. They're invincible. Here. Hmm. Ooh. Would you rather hug an Arcanine or hug a Flareon?
Arcanine.
More floof.
Huh?
More floof.
Closest to Growlithe.
Fair. Yeah, Crystal has the same idea I have, where it's just like one is like
And Arcanine is big.
yeah, because like Flareon is like a thick floof, like it's just like a big pet floof pillow. Arcanine is like bed floof. You can just lay down on the Arcanine, and it's big floof.
Alright, let's see how this performs. Probably horribly.
I'm taking a guess that the second half is not gonna be very. I feel like it's probably gonna have some issues there.
Meow.
Goodness, that was a quick second hill.
Hmm.
Or did it exceed the G-force limit?
Yeah, it apparently did.
Just where?
I don't know.
Oh. I mean, you could just start a lift hill right there. Feel like that would work.
Well, it should be able to make it without the lift.
To the station? Yeah. I mean, it already did.
No, I mean, like, if I do a new hill, like, about that high.
Probably not if I had to take a guess. Oh, that high, maybe. Remember, you're bleeding off a lot of energy every... Just traveling on the tracks means you're bleeding energy. Because friction.
I know.
So, the farther from the first hill, the less tall you can go. If anything, try auto-completing from there, just to see if you have enough energy, and then you can keep editing it.
No, I'm gonna try and do this.
Okay.
Hey, Achi.
Pokemon would make for the best musical group?
Loudred.
Oh gosh, imagine Explode at a rock concert. Terrifying.
Well, it made it.
Oh, they really don't like that second part.
Yeah, they really didn't like that last bit there.
Too fast. No, too much fear, too much nausea. Kind of surprising because it's a really basic. Like, no one's ultimate is just like, it's really simple.
We'll just make it less dramatic manually.
You could do a just a hump, like just add a second slightly smaller hill. That's also a nice calculation you made with the like knowing that it could reach the second hill. I didn't actually expect it to. Good eye on that.
Yeah, I think I thought it would.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Yes. I have zero faith. My faith in people gets kind of ruined every so often. And then I have to go do something to remind myself why I like people. And yes, for souls, feel free to give me your take. Like, hey, you think this group would make a cool rock group? Give me your thoughts. You think this group would make a cool K-pop group or something? Give me your thoughts. And granted, the real answer is like 4 Meloetas, but you know, that's beside the point.
Alright, let's start this test again. Okay, I think that might be it. Never
The very
mind.
end? Yeah, the very end spiked in fear and nausea. Still think you need to burn with a little more speed.
But how?
Up until that turn, like that turn I think was good, it's just a little bit after was too much.
G-force is okay. Yeah, maybe I need to make this gentler.
You can just make it a wider turn.
That's what I meant by gentler.
Okay. I I associate wide turns with being very intense, just in a different way. So like sharp turns tend to be a little more like it's kind of intense, but wide turns can put a lot of pressure on you in a kind of different way. Kind of fun.
Actually, I think the problem is right here for the G-force.
At the bottom of that hill. Yeah, because you're going down and then up really harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worth fixing. You can. That's not hard. Not a hard fix, at least.
Nausea was really hard there, and then that, of course, made it worse. Alright.
Yeah. Up to yours of fixing the base of that hill and making that turn wide. Do you use a lift hill on the previous one? Like on the one you just tested?
Huh?
Did you have a lift hill on that hill that you just like the second hill, like the one we were having issues G-force wise?
No, I did not use chain.
I mean, in that case, you can just make a you can just make the banking turn without it, I think. You should be able to.
Make it a little more gentle. Slightly up.
Wait, today's Monday, right?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go.
What?
Well, it's Monday. Mondays are good now.
Oh, barrel trauma.
Yes. I really want to test out those defense drones. Well, I don't want them to be tested out because I don't want them to get hurt, but like I want to see what they can do. I guess the good thing is they're pretty easy to replace, all things considered. I don't know, it's not the worst.
Alright. Let's see how this does now. And unfortunately, once this ride is done, we'll have to be calling it for the evening. No, I just need to get some sleep here soon.
Alright.
Well, the nausea is a little high now. However, we got green on excitement and fear.
I think that turn is still just a little too short.
Yeah. Still a little too sharp.
Is any of that nauseating? It's like mild. Not even big loops. People at these parts have a weird nausea. So to be fair, I don't get nauseous, so I don't get it.
Alright, now let's see it. Please work.
It's fine. It's like 7 minutes till the next hour. I can spend like 5 more minutes fixing it.
Well, yes, I'm gonna finish this thing. Or at least get to a point where I feel satisfied with it. Oh, I got a huge boost of excitement there at the end.
This is a little bit of a
All green!
Hey, nice.
Not perfect scores since, you know, excitement goes up to 10. But that's also average over the entire run. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this. And now we can finally give it an actual name. Let's see. The Chicken Run. In honor of Gib-Gab.
I feel so touched I might almost not throw an anvil at you.
Yay!
Sorry, I did say almost.
Ow.
Jibe Gap cheered with 500 eggy bitties.
I'm honored. Thank you, then.
Try to do something nice, and that's how you thank me.
Yeah, with biddies. You can tell I'm thanking you because it's 500 and not 1500.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to be happy.
I see.
Look, you bully me on stream. I get to throw landfills at you. It's a deal, you know.
You know, I suppose that is fair, Gip Gap.
No, let's just
Because
give
you
me
are a
head pats.
very good boy. Yeah.
I want a refund for that head pat.
Such a good boy. Just hanging out and keeping me company like a good little pet. And that's what you want to be, isn't it? Just a good boy. Yeah, that's right, Gip Gap. I know that's what you want. Just want to be that good boy for me, don't you?
Decline to comment.
Don't worry, we all know. We can hear it in the quivering voice. Something wrong?
Yes.
And what's wrong with my good boy? Go on.
You're being mean.
How am I being mean when I'm calling you a good boy?
This is illegal. You can't do this.
I think I'm doing it. I'm just letting you know how much I appreciate you as a friend.
I appreciate you as a friend too. You're amazing.
That's a good boy.
I can't sink into my chair any further. I guess the one good thing that came out of this is that I found an incredibly comfortable and comfortable position.
Good, good.
My back just doesn't like being twisted at like a 45-degree angle. 90. Is it 90 or 40? Basically an L shape, but I think it's fine. Hi. Okay. No.
Is something wrong?
Oh. My back hurts. Hi. There, are you happy? I give you head pats now.
Yes, I am, my good boy.
When are you gonna end the stream?
Eventually. But right now, I'm just having fun talking to my good boy.
You changed
My
me too
good
quickly.
Gib Gab.
Oh, stop.
Such a good Gabby.
This is humiliating.
Why is it humiliating?
You know exactly what you're doing.
Yes, I do. And you love it.
I guess for once the icon I have is actually appropriate. My revenge. You'll see.
I'm sure I will, my good boy.
No, what do you mean you will? I will. What are you gonna have revenge for?
No, I'm sure I'll see.
She'll
I'll
definitely
see
will.
what a good Gabby you are.
I'm gonna drill a hole into your cockpit when we play.
A very good Gabby.
Too much. You know, I really don't do it this long.
What's up?
You normally don't do it this long too much. No. Oh.
Is something wrong, my little Gabby?
Keep using my blanket, but it's too warm.
Repeat that. You're
I
kind
wanna
of
keep using my
mumbling.
blanket. I wanna keep using my blanket, but it's too warm.
Aww. I'm sorry to hear that, Gibby.
I need a fan.
Aw, is your face all red?
Surprisingly, actually not. It actually isn't. It's in ears.
I need ears?
No, it's my fucking ears that get warm. It's unfair. You've ruined my entire nightly attire. This is unfair. I can't wear neither a sweater nor a blanket now.
Well, why not?
I'm in this room and I can't turn up the air conditioner. Or turn down, I guess. I wonder if you can do something to make uh, the first what's it called? Climb, the first hill climb more interesting. Like I know Universal has a roller coaster where they do music during the roller coaster, so the first hill isn't as boring. If you have access to stuff like that, or if you're just kind of doomed to be boring.
The chain lift? That's always there.
Well, I know it's always there. I'm just wondering if there's a way to make it less like more interesting.
They consider it interesting enough just having all the scenery around.
It's fair.
Alright, there we go. Got done with this, quest thing?
Yay.
Hey, I ranked up.
Woohoo. And now rank 3. An entrepreneur.
Yeah. Got several other career missions that I can do. But it is sadly time. Let's get Stream Raiders done. Start the battle!
You had a player named Fluff helping you out?
Okay.
Yeah, they had the F word. Clearly it was Fluff.
Ah.
Which,
Hi, Jaffer.
I'm just saying it deserves a ban because we don't use that kind of mother fluffin' language in this fluffin' channel. Also, hi,
Oh,
Jaffer.
nice. Well, we'll have to talk after the stream then, Jaffer. I would love to see it, but I am sadly ending here. But I thank you all so very much for joining me today for Planet Coaster. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers for your support. I really cannot do this without your guys' help, and all of you, whether you financially support or just hang out, whatever the case may be, I really appreciate you guys coming by. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by picking up some packs or stream loots, sharing the stream around, coming by and hanging out, or subscribing to our YouTube channel. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.